to have an interactive session. Mr. Livingston says week is moving on very well. Moving on very well. That is good. Anthony is here. Biamkama. I've seen another person. I've seen Katozi. How are you? And everyone who is here. I just want to say you are most welcome. We are going to have a question and answer session. Most times it is us who speak a lot. We speak a lot and then we say a lot. We prepare everything here and there. But once in a while it is good so that we can as well listen to what you want to hear from us. Then we just attack the main thing that you want to hear about. It is an open session. I just put up your hand or you just unmute your microphone, ask a question, then I respond. I'll respond diligently. I'm waiting. For those ones who attended the yesterday market update, it was a good one. What we should know that the bull run is going to be there. No matter the disturbances that you are seeing here and there, that doesn't mean that nothing is happening, but something is happening. It is only that the American elections, they are the ones that are trying to make the market here, and the people have different sentiments about the market. So that's why you are seeing the market is not so decided. It is in between there. It is not decided the way we wanted it to be by this time. So I want to assure you that don't lose hope, don't get out, don't sell your coins at a loss, don't move out of your trades. Don't give up, because where we are heading, it is going to be marvelous. It is going to be marvelous. The season is on. It has not changed. We have not changed. This program has not changed that we are not going to have the bull run. It is going to be there, but there are a few disturbances. Remember, I told you the market is always driven by two things. We have the technical part of it. That's when we have the support and resistance, this indicator, the RSI is saying this and that, the candle patterns are saying this and that. That is what we call the technical part of it, the technical analysis part of it. But again, we have also the fundamental part of the fundamental part. It also drives the market. The fundamentals, that most times that is the news around, what is happening around, what is in the world, what are people saying, what is happening, what functions, which events are happening. So those ones also affect the market. So we are having the American elections. We are having a lot of mixed. There are a lot of mixed feelings, a lot of speculations around it. People are saying it is Trump taking, others are saying Kamis is taking, and everyone is just there. So people become skeptical. People start being, they be there and say, I don't know what is going to happen. Should I enter the market or I get out? Should I enter or I get out? But just a few days from now, the Americans will be holding their elections on 3rd November. The moment they get done with their elections, I believe that's when we shall see the clear direction of the market. That's when we shall see the clear direction of the market. But however much we are looking at waiting for the American elections to get ended, again we are seeing some good movements in the market. We are seeing a few trades doing big strands, doing good movements here and there. Not all of them, but we are seeing at least every day we are seeing a coin that outperforms. The night that broke yesterday, around 1 a.m. we saw the coin which is at the verge of being delisted. We saw it pumping, and it made in one hour it made over 400%. So all those ones are signs that the bull run is underway, is on get set. is on get set. The delisting that we are seeing, let's not be scared of the delisting, though I know it pains when they delist a coin that you have been trading. It pains because you are not you don't get out all the money that you put in it. You make a loss somewhere somehow, but that shouldn't scare us. The listing of coins, it is a good gesture. In order, by the time the bull run is very serious, you don't be disturbed while you are stuck in a trade which is not performing. So, the listing is for the good of us. It is for the good of us. And the good thing, they always make announcements 2 weeks or 3 weeks before the listing takes place. So I am here open waiting for your questions. Please just put up your hand or just unmute your microphone and you ask your question. I am readily available to respond. Welcome. Yes, Mr. Livingston, I can see your hand is up. Please go ahead.
My inquiry is about how to migrate a coin that is about to be delisted to another exchanger. How do you go about that? And
Okay.
if you're doing that, does it pick also the amount on floating loss, or only picks the remaining dollars in the exchanger?
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Livingston. Do you have one which is going to be delisted among your currencies that you are trading?
I have OK.
You have OK. You have OK. You have OK. Okay. Now, have you already downloaded another exchanger where you want to take your OK?
I have, but I wanted to first wait and see if it could pump, and maybe I wanted to migrate it towards the end.
Okay. Now the thing is, let me just show you. Let me just show you. Allow me share my screen so that I show you how it is done. Ladies and gentlemen, if a currency is going to be if it is going to be delisted from one exchanger, it doesn't mean that even in all other exchanges that it is going to be deleted. It is going to be delisted. Yes, maybe the owners of that currency, they did not adhere with the terms and conditions of Binance. But again, when in OKX, they adhere. When in Huobi, in HTX, they can as well. The terms are not so, they are in good terms. So delisting a coin doesn't mean that it is not performing at all, or it doesn't mean that all exchanges are going to delist it. No. Now, Royal Q gave us, we complained a lot about the delisting. And then now Royal Q introduced a feature that if you're having a currency in one exchanger and it is going to be deleted, it is going to be delisted, you can migrate your whole trade to another exchanger with all the margin calls and everything. So, Mr. Livingston, as you are migrating the currency, it goes with each and everything. Because before we are just transferring, and then we transfer your currency from one exchanger to another exchanger. Now, migrating a strategy, you take each and everything, it goes to another exchanger the way it has been. If it had bought 10 margin calls, again, you will see it in the other exchanger when it is having the same margin calls. So allow me take you to which I want to put in at my trading account. Let me put my trading
If it is so,
account.
then I will transfer it today.
Allow me show you how it is done. 82212. That is my password. Okay. Okay. Now, if I got the strategy here and I want to transfer, for example, maybe I want to transfer back. Okay. Let me say I want to transfer back. I think people, you are saying, if I want to transfer back, first and foremost, the first thing you have to do is to pause it. Okay. The first thing you have to do is to pause that trade. When you pause that trade, then you come here. where there is migrate strategy. Click on migrate strategy. And then they are saying the migration process will be completed within 30 minutes. During this time, trade settings and strategy activations will be inaccessible. Once migration is complete, the new exchange will reflect the updated strategy data. Ensure that the crypto balance is transferred from the old exchange to the new one to prevent abnormal order operations. The new exchange must have a higher coin quantity than the quantity shown before the migration. Strategy logs, strategy logs and records will not be migrated to the new exchange. Only trade settings and position data are transferred. Please verify that the API for the new exchange has been successfully bound. If the API is not bound, users will not be able to select the exchange. Mr. Livingston, have you heard those terms?
Yes, but now number 2 is scaring.
Number two is scaring. Ensure that the crypto balance is transferred from the old exchange to the new exchange, to the new one, to prevent abnormal order operations. The crypto balance is transferred, meaning if you had bought around 20,000 OK, you should take 20,000 OK. Don't say that I am taking 10,000 and let 10,000 remain in Binance. You have to take the whole trade. You have to take it all the way it is.
I understand.
Now another thing that they have said, if you are transferring the call logos, and then the transaction records, these records, the buys, the sales, the sub-sales that you have done before, these ones will not be transferred. They will not be migrated. They will only take the trade settings. What are your trade settings? They will take only this here, and then the settings here, and the settings here. That you buy the first buying amount, buy this, and the way you made the settings, the way they are, that's how you are going to take them to that's how you are going to migrate them to a new exchanger. Have you understood that one?
Yes.
Now, since we have posted this one, so we are going to go migrate strategy. I understand. If I understand, then they are going to say API. We are having now exchanges. We have HTX, we have Indodax, Kraken, Bybit, and so on and so forth and so forth. So now, according to all these ones, I can only take back in HTX, because in Indodax they are saying coin non-supported, Kraken non-supported, Bybit non-supported, and even in Mex it is not supported. The selected exchange must not have any running opposite strategy for the same coin, otherwise the migration will fail. Have you heard that one, Mr. Livingston?
Very clear.
Number 2, strategy logos and records will not be migrated to the new exchange. Only trade settings and position data will be transferred. After migration, all position data will be deleted and no longer be displayed in the old exchange. So which means if I want to migrate this back to another exchange, I can only take it to HTX. Now, before I take it to HTX, I have to do the binding with the HTX. Okay, I have to do the binding with the HTX, because if I don't bind it, then the transaction will not be made. So if this one is bound, then I'll click here and then I proceed with the procedure. Then you give it 30 minutes. Your trade will be in another exchanger. Then you take care of it while look at it when it is there. If it is time for selling, it will sell, and the robot will give you the profits. It will show them to you in the revenue details, because one robot can be bound to several exchanges. Like I said the other time, that Someone can as well be having money, and then you are having your $10,000, and then you say, let me put 3,000 on HTX, I put 4,000 on Binance, and then I have another 2,000 on Bybit or OKX, such that when they say we are trading 1,000 sats, we are taking 5%. You set 1,000 sats in HTX, you set it in OKX, and you set it in Binance, and then they all run the same time. If all the three exchanges sell at a 5%, it means with one trade you have made a 15% at the same time. Is it understood?
Not clear.
Very clear.
Can you say that again?
I
About
have
this?
said, I have said, you can bind 3 exchanges or 4 exchanges or 5 exchanges to one robot. And you can as well say that I have my money, I have 10,000 US dollars. Let me leave $4,000 on Binance. I put 2,000 on HTX, and I put 3,000 on OKX, because they are all bound on to your royalties. Then you can as well say that they have given a signal of a trade. Let's say they have given a signal. Let's say, can we have a signal here? Let me see if we can as well have a signal here. A signal. If we have a signal here, we have a signal. I am looking for signals. Hey, today people have not traded. No signals at all. Let me check around 8 a.m., 7 to 8. There must have been it. Okay, they are here. And then say, MRD says we are going to trade DGB and then CFX. And then you say, I am going to trade CFX. And then you check if CFX is in OKX, you set a trade of CFX, the same trade settings. You set CFX in Binance, and you also set a trade in HTX of CFX. If it was to take 3% and you have set 3% in all the 3 exchanges, meaning by the time that trade sells, in HTX you have earned a 3%, you have earned a 3% in Binance, and you have earned a 3% in OKX from one trade. So you will see a lot of deductions in the fuel, because the robot will be deducting in HTX, it is deducting in Binance, it is also deducting for, not deducting in Binance, but deducting for a trade made in Binance, deducting for a trade made in HTX, deducting for a trade made in OKX. Hoping it is clearer now.
Very clear. Very clear.
Okay. Friends, so don't get so worried when a currency is going to be delisted. First confirm. Is it still okay? Is it still active in other exchanges? Migrate your trade to another exchanger. I read another question. You people, you write also your other questions. I'll be reading them. Anthony says, if a coin goes all-time high, like 10,000 in the bull run, and after it dips to $2, can it pump back to 1,000 in the next bull run? Very, very, very possible. Very, very possible. Very, very possible. Very, very possible. Let me show you. I'm going to show you an example of a currency I followed very well, and that is Solana. Look here. Solana, we are going to look at, let's change the time frame, and then we look at, let's look at Solana 1 year. Let's look at Solana 1 year. No, it has put 1 day. I don't want 1 day. I want 1 year. It is not showing me 1 day. It is not showing me. This is 3 months, 6 months. Okay, let's put 6 months. When I ask for 6 months, it is giving me 2 hours. Okay, 3 months. 3 months, it is giving me 1 hour. What happened? This my trading view is not setting. They are here. They are here. Yes, please.
I was saying you scroll down to, okay, there. Days, okay, fine.
Yeah, I am ancient and modern. I am ancient and modern, so it had. Now look at this. Look at this. I am looking at 1 month. Let me not look at 1 month. Let me look at 12 months. That is a year. That is a year. That is a year. Look here. Look here. Look here. Look here. This year here. That is 2021. You see? 2021. 2021 Solana in January, around January, it was at $3. You can see it was at $3. It ended that year. That candle ended when Solana was at $259. I think you can see $259. That is in 2021. Now 2022, it was a bear market. 2022, it was a bear market. See, Solana moved this way up and then it went down up to here. It ended, this candle closed when Solana was at $7. 2022, it was at $7. You see? Now that was a bear market, a bear year. Then we started the bull run, by the way, started from here. In January 2023, the Solana, this Solana you see here, was at $7. It ended that year when it was at $100. Today now it is at $171. Remember, the bull run is just starting. Do you think that it is going to stop here? And we are looking at it even going to $500. I mean $500, by the way, Solana. Its all-time high is $259. That is its all-time high. Now we are looking at it making another all-time high, and we are looking at it going to $500. Anthony, have I responded to your question, sir? Let me know. Okay, so it is very, very possible. Now just imagine in 2023 in January, Solana was at $6. If someone got $60 and bought 10 Solanas, today it is at 170. So this person is having $1,700. $1,700 minus the $60 he bought, someone has already made a profit of $1,640. That's how powerful crypto is. I want another question. Put up your hand and then ask me. Put up your hand, or you can write it in the chat room. Ebibuuzo biweddeyo bannange. Byamukama bwe nkuzzeemu, abalala baliwa, mubuuze ebibuuzo byammwe bannange. We can also look at the Bitcoin. Let's look at the Bitcoin. Let's look at the Bitcoin and then you also see. You see? The Bitcoin in 2020, in 2021, the Bitcoin started when it was at 28 28,000. It went up to 69,900. Then it came down up to 15,000. In 2022 December, it was around 15,000. Now from 15,000, it has gone. Now it is at 68. In fact, it went up to around 73, meaning it even passed the all-time high. Meaning it has passed the all-time high that it made the other time, even when it had went down to the deepest. So it is very possible, very, very possible. If the Bitcoin can as well do it, then what of the alternative coins? They can do it even better and more than the others. Another question? Another question? Just unmute your microphone and you ask, then I respond. No questions to Gende Waka?
Maybe you take us through. Maybe you can take us through how to, in the trading view, how to measure, those percentages and.
How to measure the percentage? How to measure the percentages in the trading view? First and foremost, you must have downloaded the application and you have it. And after having it, you must have created an account. My God, don't worry about my Bitcoin. It is full of lines here and there. I am following it like nothing. Let me remove the indicators. Let me remove the indicator, the smart money concept. Hey, this thing is doing something good. The Bitcoin, this kawan, Okay, we want to, if you have your trading view, and everyone who is listening to me, you must be having a trading view. If you want to learn and understand trading, or if you are interested in knowing how to spot a trade, or if you are interested in learning how to analyze the market, and then you wake up one time and say, and then you are the one giving a signal, or you choose a trade by yourself, okay? So if you want to do that, make sure that you have a trading view. Trading view is an application you can download from the Play Store and then create an account with your email, and then you have it. The moment you are having it, you have already added the currencies and so on. I'm not going to do. Let me not look at Bitcoin because it has a lot of lines. Let me look at this one. This one is called the comp. This is comp. When you have already set your trading view, this part is very, very important. This pen like something. It is very, very important because most of the things that you want to draw, or the drawings, and then the drawings that you are going to be drawing, the lines and everything that you'll be using in your charts come from where that pen is. So when you come to that pen there, it has drawings. In the drawings, you will have what you'll put in your favorites. For me, I put my favorites. They are these ones. That's why they are starred, because I use them more often. Then we shall have trend lines. In the trend lines, we have the trend line, the info line, the trend angle. We have the horizontal ray, cross line, regression trend. There are a lot of things which are in the trend lines that we are to use, okay? Then we can as well, we have the Gann and Fibonacci. There is Fibonacci, and then the Ganns, these ones, they are here, but mostly we use only the Fibonacci retracement. Then we have the patterns. The patterns, those charts, they form patterns. Those charts form patterns that you sometimes, when you don't even, if you don't know, you cannot know. But they form patterns. Like this one, the XABCD pattern. We have the cipher pattern. We have We have the ABCD pattern, the head and shoulder, the triangle pattern, the Elliott impulse, and so on and so forth. There we have the time cycles, we have the sign line, and so on. We have the forecast and measurements. This is where we find mostly what we use. One of the things that we use, we have the date range, we have the date and price range, then we have also the price range. So we use the price range so much to measure the distance that we want the trade to move. So that is a drawing that we use when we want to show that you take profit 3%, because someone has already analyzed, someone has already read the market that it may move, it is going to move from this place from this area to this area, and then you measure that area where it is going to start from, and then where it is going to be sold at. That tool. We have another, we have geometric shapes, we have the brush, we have the highlighter. You can highlight things that you want to highlight. We have a rectangle and so many things. Then we have annotations. If you want to write texts, you want to comment, you have there. And then we have the visuals, the emojis, and then the icons. They are also there. All those ones are in the drawings, and then you can use. Now, the one that we use for measuring the distance that you want the trade to take in order for you to sell, it is called the price range. The price range is here. For me, my price range, I start it and I put it in the favorite, such that not every time that I have to come down in the measurements in order to get it. So if I don't want to see it in the favorites again, I long press on it. It brings remove from favorite. I click there, meaning it is no longer in my favorites. If I want it to be in my favorites, I long press on it, I start it, then I'll find it in my favorites. All those ones that I start, they are in my favorites here, such that if I want to use them, I don't need to go down and then look for them. I just come here and then say, where? I don't want them to be shown. If you want the what you want, what your favorites, if you want them to be shown around here, like you are seeing here, you want them to be shown on your chart, on your chart, you just come and click. You click on show on chart. Me, I don't want them to be shown on chart. That's why I have removed them. Now, if I want to measure, I just go here and I get the price range. If I click on it, it is going to bring these dotted lines. One is vertical and another is horizontal. Now, get your index finger, place it on the screen of your phone. Make it move. Let it move, let it slide until where you want to measure from. Where you want to measure from, that's where you should put this dotted blue line. That dot of the dotted lines, okay? That's where you are going to put it. And then, for example, I want to measure from here, okay? I want to put the dot there. As soon as you put the dot, then the moment the dot is at where you want your to measure from, your measurements, you want to start from there. Then you tap on the screen in order to get this, big blue something. The moment you get it, now start moving upwards. Make your index finger move upwards in order to create that distance that you want. You say, I want to measure from here where it has started up to around here. That is the swing high that we are having. I think that's where the market will end. And then say that one is equivalent to 11%. After it has reached where you want it to be, you tap on the screen once so that the measurements are shown. Have we understood that one?
Yes.
Okay. So you just use your index finger. It is your index finger that you move around. You move it around here and there in order to do what you want to do, and it is very simple. Um, a fortune says, can a coin for holding be bought on Royal Q quantitative robot or it's on Binance only? It can be bought from Royal Q and it can also be bought in Binance. But in Royal Q, it is because Royal Q, the highest percentage that they can accept is 30%. The trades that we are having in Royal Q, you cannot set a more than 30%. It ends at 30%. So for you to take a bigger percentage, more than 30%, you'll have to pause that trade so that it goes beyond 30%. But it is okay. It is okay you hold it from an exchanger so that you don't mix what you are holding with what you are trading on a day-to-day life. And also, I always tell people, if you want to buy currencies for holding and you are trading using the Binance exchanger, open another account in another exchanger so that what you are buying for holding, you keep it there. You keep it in another exchanger so that you don't get mixed up with what you are trading and what you are holding. And number two, in order for you not to be looking at your trades almost every time, your healthy coins, you keep on looking at them every now and then, because they are in Binance and it is Binance that you are using almost every time. So it is good you put them in another exchanger such that you don't check on them. And let me tell you, friends, holding it must be 6 months and above. 6 months and above. If you're not willing to keep a coin for 6 months and above, don't call that one holding. That one is not holding. That one is just you are just a long-term trader, but it is not holding. Holding, it is for keeping a coin for a long time, maybe 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and above. I am waiting for another question. More questions, let them come in, and I respond. Are the questions over, friends? Mr. Livingston, have I answered all your questions?
You've
Sarah as
answered.
well?
I only needed to know how you put the resistance and the support. Are you within
Oh,
that same measurement?
no. If you have to put the support and resistance now, you don't use the price range. You don't use the price range, but let me show you how to put the support and resistance, how to draw those lines. I have gone back to my trading view. Now, the support and resistance there, it is the horizontal line. Okay, it is in the horizontal lines. Those lines are got from the trend lines. You go there, you click on it, you start it. The moment you start on it, then it means you are having it. Okay. Then when I go to the drawings that I start there in my favorites, I click on the horizontal line. When I click on the horizontal line, you just get your index finger and then you tap on the screen and then it brings these dotted lines, okay? Then you start moving your index finger to go to where you want to draw, the support from. Now I think I can draw it here. I can draw it here, or let me draw it here. Let it sit where you want it to sit. After you tap the screen, you have created one line. Okay? You have created one line. So if you want to draw another, that is the resistance, go back to that pencil, pick the horizontal line. Again, let it make your finger, let it be free. Don't be so hard. Don't make your hand hard. Let it be so flexible. Let it move flexible. Flexible. Why is that good English? Uh, eh?
Correct.
It is correct. Then you move those dotted lines. Let the horizontal line sit where you want to draw your line. After it has seated there, the moment it sits there, tap on the screen of the, just do one tap, and so the line gets drawn. You can change its color. You can, those the colors and others, they can be here. You can play around with that place. You can say, here the color is here in the pencil, the colors are there. You can say my resistance and they are red. You can say they are blue. You can say I want them to be green. You can say I want them to be purple. You can say I want them to be dark green. You can say I want them to be, for me, I want them to be blue. And then that is it. Those are my colors. Then the pixels, I want them to be the thickness. I want it 3px. I don't know what it means. So if you want it very thin, you can put 1, you can put 2, you can put even 4. And then you want it so dark, okay? So I leave it at 3. Then also you can click here. You can click in this dash. That dash is 2. You want it a line, you want it a dashed line or a dotted line. If you want them to be dotted lines, it will do that. If you want them dashed, it will do it. If you want it a line, it will do dash. And again, if you want to lock your lines, that nothing, you cannot touch them and then they get away. You click on those 3 dots. On those 3 dots, you are going to see lock. If you want to lock your lines, okay? If you want to lock your lines such that even if you touch on them, they don't move, you come and lock them. You click on lock and you lock them. The moment you lock it, it means it cannot go away. So this one can move because I did not lock it, you see? The down one, I did not lock it, it can move. If I want to lock it, I just go back and I lock it also. So meaning they are not going anywhere, okay? They are not going anywhere, except if I want to remove them, if I want to delete them, or if I want to unlock them, you just click on them. You just click on the line. Just click on the line, it is going to bring these ones. When it brings these ones, then you can say I want to unlock it or I want to delete. If you want to delete, you can click there. If you want to unlock, go back to the 3 lines. If you want to change the color, you come to the pencil. If you want to change the thickness, and so on. Okay, let me see what is here. Save drawing as template. You can save it. You can save that drawing. You can apply it as default drawing template. It is up to you. And then when you look at these small dots, now these ones, they don't mean anything. They don't mean anything. So what is important is here, this, that, and the delete, and even the locking. So you is just learning how to draw the lines. Make sure that each line that you draw, lock it so that you don't touch on them accidental and then they move to another direction. Lock them. Lock them. Mr. Livingston, have you understood?
Yeah.
And everyone, I think we have understood how to do what? How to draw those lines using in the trading view. Very, very simple. Some of these things you have to keep on. You just have to keep on practicing again and again and again and again. With the time, you also become perfect in it. I know the first time when you have just started using the trading view, my dear, the finger alone, that index finger to move, it is not a simple thing. It is not a simple thing. I think I struggled for 3 days trying to practice making my finger flexible. It was not a simple one. Drawing a price range, and then drawing this that I got the I got the pencil here, and then I get the price range, and then to put it here so that it can move. Sometimes we could move, and then it is this way. Before you know it, the finger has gone down. Now it is going to negative, and then so for it to move flexibly like this, it was through practice. It was not a one day thing. It was not a one try. It was not a one trial. I tried again and again and again. Just to keep on trying. For today, for you who has learned, please go and keep on trying. Just move. Get the price range. Make your index finger keep on moving. Let it keep on moving, so that you get used to the process. Those of you were there, I think your questions are finished. Fortunately, did you understand what I said? If you have understood, I want to end here, and I want to remind
I've
you.
moved,
Oh, yes, Mr. Livingston.
I was saying I've moved my coin from Binance to Mexi.
You have
Okay.
moved it to Mexi, the OK. Now,
Yes.
is it having all the settings and everything? Have you seen it in the OK in the
Yes.
Mexi?
In Mexi, it hasn't yet reached there, but I think it will take some minutes.
They said
I
it,
show
it,
there the
it
count
takes
is the
that
count.
minute.
I think it takes like 30 minutes, but the other side told me it was successful.
Okay, it will go. You will see it. You will see it. You will see
Okay.
it showing. Or even when you go to your royal queue, like this. Okay. The moment you go to your royal queue, mm, when you go to your royal queue, and you have now it has already migrated, you will not be seeing it here in the running.
Yeah,
Why?
it's not
Because
there.
now
That's
this
true.
is Binance. Now what you do, you go here, up here. Okay, you go up here, and then you choose the Mexi, such that you see a display of what is in Mexi, and make sure that you did the binding.
Yes, I did the binding.
So for you to see if your trader has been successfully migrated to Mexi, you choose here such that you see Mexi, and then it will be showing you. It will show you the running and the stopped trades. So if you don't change here, it will not show you. It will not. It will not show you. So it is always important to change. Any other question,
Oh
friends?
yes, it is there. It's there in Mexi, but it's showing as a stopped trade.
You click on running. You click on running. Remember, remember you migrated it when it is paused. So it is still showing it is paused. So reactivate it.
Yes, I've activated. It's now okay. Thank you. I've activated. It's now running. All the settings are there.
Is everything's there?
Yes, everything is there now. It's
Oh,
running.
okay, okay. Because remember, you migrated it when it was paused. So even this side, it had to reach there when it is paused. Until when you restart it, that's when it starts running. So friends, the trust I have in Royal Q is too much, because every now and then they are trying to solve all the hardships we have been having. So delisting has always been had become a challenge to many of the people, that you are having a trade and say it is going to be delisted. This one is they are delisting it, they are delisting it, they are delisting. So when we wrote and then we put complaint that isn't there something that can be done? That can be done since not all coins can be delisted from all the exchanges. Now they answered. They answered our request, and now you can migrate. The good thing, at least now we have seen Mr. Livingston doing it when we are in the same training, and it has been successful. Okay. Now, friends, the last thing I'm going to talk about is next week on Saturday. Next week on Saturday on second, we are having a team outing. We are going to have a beach day, and we are going to have a lot of fun on that day. The fee is 65,000, and people have been asking me 65,000 is inclusive of what? 65,000 is inclusive of transport to pick you from town and to bring you back to town. Okay. Then entrance fees at the beach. So we shall have, everyone will have a fish. I bet few people will finish up that fish alone. A fish and also a soft drink. So the 65,000 is inclusive of transport to take you to Entebbe and to bring you back to Kampala. Then entrance fees, something to eat and a soft drink. Then the other drinks you will provide yourself. Then we shall have a lot of fun. We shall have a lot of games. We shall be interacting with the different leaders. We shall see one another, because most times we just see ourselves on Zoom and on Google Meet and everywhere. So we are going to meet in physical, and also on that day we are expecting to announce the official address of where our physical office is going to be. We are going to announce on that day where our physical office is going to be, where we shall be now carrying out offline trainings in physical. Now look at this one who is in Fort Photo as now is the happiest. The one in Fort Photo is the happiest about the office thing. So we are going to be having an office, a place where you can as well come to. People have been thinking that this business, I think it is not serious. Why these people are not having a physical place where they can be met? Why meeting in restaurants here and there? So on second, that's when we are going to announce officially the address of our office, and then the proceeding days and then months and then weeks we shall be gladly waiting to see you in that office, coming to check around and then do some inquiries and then attend some physical trainings and so on and so forth. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me end here. Let's meet again. How many people are going? Mr. Livingston, are you going with us? Who is also going? And Madam Annette, are you going? How about Grace? How about Anthony? Ronald, are you going? Fortune, are you going? Angela, are you going? Sarah, are you
Let me
going
prepare
for
myself.
the outing? Yes, please prepare yourself. Sarah, remember we are coming back in November. November, I think is it on 17th? We shall be in Fort Portal again. We shall be in Fort Portal again. Let me prepare my touring dresses, because again we shall have to visit other interesting places in Fort Portal after the event. So I want to wish you a good afternoon. Let's meet
Then
again next
Harriet, I will
time.
be glad.
You'll be glad to see us again. Yes, we are coming back. Don't worry. We shall be back. The leaders are ready. We want you every three. We want you every three, so we have to
Yes,
work.
yes. And because of that, I will not be able to join you at the beach.
It's okay. We shall join you in Fort Fort and we shall have fun. We
I'm
shall have to
grateful.
see. We are to see the crater lakes this time
Okay.
round. The crater lakes, we have to see them.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, please. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so much, people, for listening to me. Allow me end here. Let's meet again. Those ones who will go for the outing, please send in your payments as early as possible for easy, for what? For proper planning and organization. And then it is going to be a full blast. Have a nice weekend. See you then.